you are not you. You're me.
No shit.
Hightailed it out of there.
Are you crazy? Don't go between them!
Go between them, are you crazy?
Welcome to my home.
Good morning. Good morning. It's another glorious Saturday morning, and do I have audio? Is the mic on? Looks like it's on. Okay, so I'm still not in the room, but as you can see, it's there. So we got the studio. I'm working on it. My plans for the studio have changed completely because the mic. I hit the mic. Oh man, rough day already. All right, so yeah, the plans for the room had to change, and it's because there's not a lot of room. So we were supposed to get a house that was roughly 2,000 square feet, and then something happened. We were on a waiting list, the whole thing, and so now we have a much smaller house. But somehow it's bigger than our last place. But because it's an open concept, there's not a lot of stuff or not a lot of room for everything. And then like wall space is also crazy because downstairs I have a odd room that I don't even know what to do with it. And both sides of the walls there's like open cutouts, like so you can see into the next room. And then it's just so I have less wall space. I have a ton of pictures, a ton of like giant framed movie posters and stuff, like old like stuff I just want to get on the wall, and not a lot of walls. So with that, all of the movies are finally all together in one room, and I've never had that. In the last place, I had an entire movie closet downstairs, and then I had the studio with all the movies in it there, and so I had two different places. So it's going to be easier, but my plans for the room have changed, and I'm still not in there yet. Last night we had to go to IKEA, and man, it was like the biggest IKEA I've ever seen. It was absolutely ridiculous to get more shelves, and because I'm running out of shelves, and then some of the shelves that I had before in the last place, the black ones and the brown ones, most of those came broken. So we got to do damage claims, and as I'm unpacking the movies, only to my knowledge, there's only like two imprint, like big chunky box sets that got crushed, and like the corners crushed, and it's kind of heartbreaking, but like that's the only thing that for movie wise that got damaged. But we had a lot of stuff get broken and damaged, and this has been the roughest move for sure. And like I want to say we moved like 6 or 7 times in the past 10 years. So it's this was the roughest. But I'm here. And I do want to apologize. So I know that I've gotten several emails from some of you guys and direct messages and stuff, and I haven't been able to respond to everybody, and I will. Today the plan is we have to go get the oil changed, and I got to go to the post office. I got to get the keys for the post office P.O. box, and then I'll have that address uploaded as soon as we'll do that. As soon as I get that, so I go to the post office. I got to mail my TJ's box out to him. I should have mailed it out when I was in Virginia, but they packed it, so one of those things. So that's the plan. So, and then while I'm sitting waiting for the oil change, I'll definitely hit up some of them emails and try to respond to everybody. I know I've just been behind, been very busy. I've been unpacking things for 2 days straight, and we have more stairs than we ever did. So it literally, when you come up the stairs, it does like a whole 180 to get back up here because we have higher ceilings downstairs. And yeah, it's a lot of heavy stuff. But a huge thing that I'm absolutely loving is in the studio, in the movie room here, I finally have my big 36-inch Sony, and that is up there finally. So super stoked about that. But they broke that too. So there's a bezel on the bottom, and so it's cosmetic. It's not functional or anything. But I told them exactly how to carry the TV because they didn't know how to carry it, and I just it's been like 20-30 years since I sold them, and no, not 30 years, Jesus, almost 20 years since I was selling TVs, and they don't make the big ones anymore, and so nobody really knows how to carry them, and so there's a handle and there's a way to carry it, and they carried it from the bottom, and they broke the bezel right off, and It's sitting in place, and if I didn't tell you, you wouldn't know. But I like to be transparent, and I'm also frustrated because it's something that's irreplaceable. And how do you damage claim a 20-year-old 36-inch tube television that they don't make anymore? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, good morning, everybody. I've rambled long enough. Good morning. Good morning. Let's see. Who do we have here this morning? Arthur, good morning, brother. Morning. Netflix buys Warner Brothers. The end of the world is coming. Just kidding. No, and that's frustrating. Like, we knew that was a conversation that was a thing. I didn't know it was official. I've been preoccupied with opening stuff and getting settled in, so I haven't really been on social media, been really on the internet, except for these live streams. So that went through. That kind of sucks because Warner Brothers was awesome at putting out some physical media, some stuff that just hasn't been around for a while. And they have the Warner Archive, and that type of stuff is awesome. And if Netflix has it, is it going to stick around? Probably not. I mean, it's a streaming giant. That's their whole goal in life. So like, they don't put out a ton of stuff in physical media, and they don't see the reason to because they can stream it. So they're buying it for the back catalog. And it's no different than when we were kids. Like, when we were kids, there was this Hanna-Barbera. Hanna-Barbera was bought by uh, one of the companies, because they wanted to put the Cartoon Network together. And there's a show that I love, and it's Pirates of Darkwater. I was a kid. I watched that show. I have the DVDs, but it's incomplete. They never finished it because it was purchased by Comcast, maybe. One of them cable companies, whatever. They bought it, and so they never finished the show, and so that's what you just open ended. And that's the thing, is these companies gobble stuff up to then have the back catalog, and we're not going to get it. We're not going to get it. It's very unfortunate. I mean, I would hope that just everything stays kosher and just keeps going and moving forward, but I doubt it. I think we're not going to have. Oh man, it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's kind of hard news this morning. Thanks, Arthur. Thanks, brother. Thanks. All right, my TMT box just came in this morning. Let's go. Nice, nice. Okay, so my first TMT box is shipped. It's shipped. It's going to TJ because I didn't at the time. I didn't have a house. I didn't know where we were going to live, and so that went to TJ because I did not want that to get lost in the mail. I have had things lost in the mail. Frustrated by that. And then like review copies, like that type of stuff. Like, and so I had to replace those review copies out of my own pocket, which I mean, like, yeah, poor me, right? Ha ha ha. But like, just to, they sent it to me, and it's basically my fault. I moved and, got the L squared away. So I got those in yesterday and watched those. And then, yeah, so my turtles had to go to TJ, and then the other version of it, hasn't shipped yet. So that'll come here. So yeah, super stoked you got yours. Really looking forward to getting mine eventually. So and I can wait. Like the limited edition, like the Arrow exclusive that's going to TJ. I can wait on that. I'll get the other one. I think it ships on the 16th or whatever. And good morning, Jeff. Good morning, brother. Yo, 80s. Good morning, my friend. Good morning, brother. How you doing? How you doing today? Darren, hi from the UK. Hello from Colorado. Hello, brother. Yeah, man. I was like, we're going to talk about that today. So there's two. It's the same movie, but it's getting released at a similar time. I didn't look at the exact time, but they're being announced. You're getting a UK version, and you're getting an American version of Double Impact. So I'm super stoked about that. I like the movie. It's one that's been on my radar for a long time. And then when I picked up this on my trip, and so I still have to sit down and figure out, because I don't know how I'm going to get a desk in there and work. And I know I like to do these Saturday streams from that room, and so there's one spot in the closet that I have. I got a movie shelf on one side. I got like a little spot where I can like put a desk and like sit in there and like have all this stuff, and it's kind of tucked away, and that might work. But I also think I need more shelf space. So I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do, but I have the rolling station. So like when I make videos and stuff, all the videos can be made from that room 100% because the light box, the camera, all of it is on a rolling tripod or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called, but it's a fancy thing I got. So that's going to be good. But yeah, I think I need more shelves. Don't know. Oh, but yeah. Really, really excited about the stuff from the UK for sure. Sergeant, I know I lost train of thought. I don't that sentence didn't even make sense. I don't think it made sense to me at all. But anyway, bear with me. Good morning, Sergeant Pogibait. Yep, movers contracted by the military aren't the best. I had a German shrunk made into splinters. Oh man. Yeah, like that stuff sucks. Like, yeah, I've had a lot of stuff broke. Fine China. And I'm not joking. I'm not like how ridiculous this is. You got to see this box. All right. So like it doesn't even make sense like how this box got packed up this way. And I mean a lot of stuff got broken. And like I said the only two, and it's cosmetic. Again, it's my movies, the only two so far that I found that have been really damaged was the imprint chunky boxes. They're limited to 1,500 copies. I don't even know if they're available anymore. And it's cosmetic. It's functional. Like I don't know. I don't. It's frustrating. But anyway, where is this? Let's see. Oh, this was a book. Let's see. I don't know why they did that. Like I don't understand. And then and things were labeled wrong too. Like there was a box of my kids' toys like out in the garage, and it was labeled garage camping. So there was tons of this stuff. Like I'd open up a box of books. I'm like, I'm not a heavy reader, so we have some books and we have classic books. We have like The Hobbit and we have like Faust and like real classic books, but like I don't have a ton of them, and I have a stack. I think probably hip high, 3 stacks downstairs. That's it. So like maybe 40 books tops, and maybe a little more. And then I have like my antique vintage cooking books that I have in the kitchen, and like that's it. And like I had more boxes labeled books than anything, and I'd open them up and there'd be toys. I'd open them up and there'd be movies, and it would just be random stuff. But this one here is the one that actually kills me. So the box says fine china and pots and pans. I don't know, and the fine china is broken. There's three broken plates, and I don't know don't know who thought that was a good idea. I don't. I don't. So, yeah, it's just one thing after another. Like so much stuff got broken. It's not even funny. And most of everything, because I like old things, is irreplaceable or extremely expensive to replace or one of the kind item. And I know you guys don't care. You're not here for this, but I have this like vase that was handmade. It's like a Czechoslovakian blue, cobalt blue vase. It's like kind of a special thing. It's hand painted. They paint it with like they put 24 karat gold in the paint, and then they hand paint it. And there's a bunch of them on eBay, and then they sell anywhere from like $20 to like $400. And basically, it's some people don't know what they have and they just put it up there and they sell fast. But like some of them sell for hundreds of dollars, and I had one. It's broken. It's broken and useless now because it was also in that fine china box with the pots and pans. Yeah. So I know you don't care. Let's get to the movies. I got some great stuff. And I was like, you might not be able to tell, but up there, top shelf, I got my Luc Besson 9 movie collector set. I am super excited about that. I'm going to do an unboxing and dive into it. There's some movies in there that I have not seen. I'm really stoked about La Femme Nikita. But then it has my all-time favorite movies, and that was the big reason to get this set. And it was Fifth Element and Leon. Super stoked about that entire set, though. So that one came in. So I'm excited about that. Yeah, yes, Netflix won the bidding war, but this is far from over. I still don't think they'll end up with it. Well, you see, I don't know. I have no idea what's going to happen. I can only speculate, and it's just frustrating. Especially like, I mean, that's the goal. A streaming company wants to grab a company like Warner Brothers. It's not. I hate to like do the doom and gloom thing, but like a nail in the coffin for physical media. I don't believe that, but like I kind of expect it, that they're if Netflix grabs it, we're not getting it. But yeah, like you said, if it's not over, then good. But like that's the thing too. Like people were super excited when Disney was going to buy Fox. That didn't really help us out at all. You know how much Fox stuff that we haven't gotten. You know, and then on top of it, how much Disney stuff have we not gotten? It's the same thing. Beans Ponta. Beans on toast. Nice. Hey, what's up? I'm still waiting on the TMT 4K. I ordered an Air exclusive. Has different artwork. Yeah, I got both of them coming. But like I said, one of my versions is going to TJ because I couldn't lose that one in the mail. But yeah, super excited. I thought that I was gonna not do it. I was gonna be like, I just need the one Turtles, but the disc art, the microphone again. The disc art is different on both versions. So I mean, if that matters to you, and I get it in the comments all the time. People are like, it's just a movie. It sits on your shelf. The art doesn't matter. If art doesn't matter, then things wouldn't, they wouldn't put art on it. It would just have a black box with the title of it, and they would all look the same because that would be the cheapest thing possible. No, there's artwork because that's appealing to people, and yeah. So it was like, yeah, I like it, and I was like, if you don't like it, that's cool, but I do. And Jeff, let's see. Doing great. Hope you are too. I think Netflix is about to become the Microsoft of streaming. If it helps certain people in power, the acquisition will go through. Yeah. I know. It's frustrating. As long as Netflix treats Warner Brothers better than AT&T did. And that's the thing is like, why did AT&T own it? Like, it's like it's this big companies that just don't care. But either way. My issue is I was really enjoying what Warner Brothers was doing, and it was putting out like the Warner Archive stuff. Like I like old movies, and so there's some really old movies they're putting out on Warner Archive, but then they're putting like things that came out in the early 2000s, like Death to Smoochie's there. What was that one from the 90s? Joe's Apartment with the cockroaches and like that MTV movie that was put out on Warner Archive. Like so they have a huge. I mean, not really. It's not really like a niche thing. It's not like just the old movies. Like there's a wide variety for anybody. Anybody could find something on Warner Archive. I'm positive about that. But then you had the fact that they were putting out more and more TV shows on physical media, and out of all the companies, to me, they seemed to be the one that I was noticing more than anybody else. Like it just seemed like they were cranking out some older stuff, putting it on Blu-ray, and that was great. And I just kind of dreading this sale. That's the thing. A bunch of directors have already sent letters to both sides of the political side of the antitrust laws being broken is already a very high topic. Yeah, that's the thing. The antitrust laws are huge, but like I feel like there's so many monopolies today. They own so much stuff, and like nobody cares. Like it just seems like the more money they have, they just pay off the politicians, and then it just kind of gets like forgot about. Like the fact that Disney owns like so much that they own, like you're just like, well, how is this not a monopoly at some point? And I'm like, somebody's going to be all like, well, you got to do this and you got to do this, and then it's technically a monopoly. Well, I mean, I'm just saying, when you own so much stuff and you have all the control, I think there's like 6 companies that own pretty much everything. Like it's just crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, I really do hope. I hope the best for Warner Brothers' future. I do. Video Pro, good morning, brother. Oh, hey, well, I got you here because I was gonna send you a message, but like you never. I wanted to text you, but you never sent me that. So I was like getting on here and sitting down. I've been unpacking stuff. I finally unpacked my receiver, my vintage receiver that's in that room. And I was mistaken. I don't have the 525, which was the low end baby entry level Pioneer at the time. I actually have the flagship. I have the 828, which I mean, if you guys don't care about vintage audio, again, that's off topic, not movies. But I have the Pioneer SX 828, and man, I couldn't be. I don't know how I made that mistake because I know it was in storage in the last place. So it basically was in storage for 5 years. And so now I probably do need to get it serviced because it was working before, and so now I might have to get it serviced. But either way, I have this flagship Pioneer. I'm looking for some like sweet vintage speakers that I gotta get hooked up there. I don't know what I want to go with and what could go in that room. But right now I'm using my Bowers and Wilkins bookshelf speakers. That's what I've always used. But I do want to get some vintage speakers, maybe some clips. Like I was really eyeballing those Forte 2s But anyways, enough of the vintage audio stuff. Let me get back to topic. Movies. We're here for movies, guys. I know I'm horrible. So much going on. I unpacked everything, not everything, but there's pretty much touched everything that I own and like put it somewhere. And so now I'm like stoked about stuff. Let's see, test anytime. Oh, text anytime. Yeah, but I just like I gave you my phone number, and I never got your phone number. That was the thing. So it's like the sitting down to do the fourth wall messaging, which is totally fine. But I was like, somehow it doesn't work right on my phone because it shows me as like the creator, and it like goes into this like background thing on the phone. But then when I do it here on the computer, it's just easier. It's easier. But I haven't sat at the computer all week. Let's see, Joe. Let's see. Yeah, I got the welcome Warner Brothers to Netflix email at 3 a.m. Oh my God. I think it's a done deal. It might take some time, but lawyers can twist anything. Yeah. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Nice. I have the SX780. Oh, nice. In for updates. Nice. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if I was going to update mine. It probably does need some servicing. It hadn't, because like I got this sweet deal. I lived in Rhode Island. There was this old man selling I found it on Craigslist, like happy accident, like complete happy accident. Like he was selling this turntable. I was in the market for a turntable. And he had this pile of crap, and then the receiver was at the bottom. And so there's like this like old tape decks, and like some of the stuff wasn't worth anything. And then I didn't necessarily want that turntable, but that's what piqued my interest, because then I saw part of the receiver, the wood grain, like the Intip vintage, and it was from top down too, so I couldn't tell what it was. And so he wanted $300 for everything. And so I was like, $300? I'll give you $300 just for that receiver. And I still didn't know what it was. I just knew it was vintage. It was wood grain. And it was the solid wood cabinet too. Like some of them switched over to these like crap vinyl wrap particle board stuff. No, and so I was like, because there was a scratch on the top. And I was like, that's solid wood. I was like, I'll give you $300 just for that. And so then I met him, and then he still had everything. He had the tape deck and the turntable. And he's like, just take the other stuff too. So I gave him $300. I ended up selling the turntable because it was like a Sears brand. It was like somebody made it for Sears. I don't remember what it was. And so I got up and running. I sold it. It was $150. So now I technically only have paid $150 for that crazy receiver, and they're going for good money now. And I'm glad I have it. So yeah, I'm stoked about that. But I might put it in for the power cord, to get it, modern power cord connection, because it was like thin lamp cord basically back then. And then the speaker terminals, because it has those weird plugs, and I have one set of them that you screw the speaker wire into, and then it just plugs into the back, and it's this weird angle thing. So I might have that terminal switched out to a modern terminal. Other than that, I kind of like the way it is. Well, let's see what we got. Let's see. I'll send it to you. Oh, okay, sweet, brother, sweet. Yeah, because I was like, texting is always the easiest. I mean, the fourth wall thing's cool, but like, I've just been super busy. But yeah, I wanted to send you a picture of it too, because it was like, it looked sweet where it was sitting. Oh, and I'm probably gonna go, because I got to replace some of the lamps, not all of them. So I think I'm going to replace all the lamps in there. And I think I'm going to go that like super bright blue LED, like almost like that Marantz look. So I was like, I know it's kind of blasphemy to like switch something super vintage like that to like go from, an original. But I was like, I've seen the super blue bright LEDs put in there, and I just think it looks sharp, and it's my unit. So I think that's what I'm going to go with for sure. But I mean, like if I got like a bigger Pioneer, or bigger Marantz or something, I might keep it vintage for sure. Rivera 903, they had to buy the studio that supported the most physical media: Blu-rays, 4Ks, 4K steelbooks, Warner Archive, TV shows. Yeah. MGM releases and licensing titles to boutiques. Right. It's like. Obviously, I don't know what's going to happen. And like, there have been situations throughout, and not just in physical media, but like companies in general. There have been situations where companies buy up another company, and then they just leave it alone. They let them do their thing. But then more often than not, and then the streaming service, you just have to think like, of course, yeah. Yeah, I know, it's frustrating. Again, I hate to be the doom and gloom. I hate to do that, but it is kind of frustrating. But anyway, let's see. We got some great stuff, and then let's before I forget, let's go on to the topic. One thing I want to talk about today was some I'm excited. Everything I hear, I'm excited for. Super anticipated movies, things I have had my eye on for a while. But then this one, let's see, Double Impact. So we have. Let me share the screen. Oh, let's see. Screen, Double Impact. All right, we are getting. Let's see. We're getting two versions of this. So we're getting this version here. Now, this is the version I'm going to go with. I'm going to get the 88 films. I don't have a ton of 88 film stuff, but this is definitely high on my radar. It's a fun movie. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I get it. But I just, there's nostalgia watching the stuff on TV when I was a kid, and then it's Van Damme. I don't think he can go wrong, and this was just a fun one. I had it on my radar. I knew I didn't have it in the collection, and I was always looking for the Blu-ray. I don't know if I had a Blu-ray before, but I probably did. I was looking for the Blu-ray or a DVD, like always thrifting. I always had that on my radar, but I never picked it up, so I don't have it in the collection. Glad to be picking this up when it gets released. But 88 films, this is the version I'm going to get on 4K. I like the artwork. With this one here, I don't know if you get anything extra crazy special with it. Double Impact 4K, rigid slipcase, new artwork, 20-page production and promotional stills booklet. Yeah, I'm into that stuff. You got original poster art on the cover there. Big fan, big fan. And then the MVD is also releasing this around the same time. Let's see, when was this coming out? Is it February? Early 2026 for that Double Impact. And then MVD was also putting this out. And again, it's just the artwork. And then some of the comments already on the 88 Films one was, I'll take this over the MVD because I don't care what anybody says. Like if you buy something because you like it. And there's so many people that tell me, I can't find it. Where's the MVD one? I know I got the picture today. MVD. Well, I can't. Did I miss it? Let's see. Tron Ares. Oh, here it is. Their 35th anniversary Double Impact 4K. So this one here, I get it. I like they've been doing the CED, kind of artwork there and putting the original movie poster in what looks like a CED cover. I kind of like it. But do I need this? No. No, I'm going to go with the other one. If this was the only version available, I would have picked it up. And then if the 88 films came out 6 months to a year later, would I have double dipped? No, absolutely not. Not in a movie like this. Just having it in general would have been fine for me. If I had it on VHS, I might not have picked up the 4K kind of thing. Like, how often am I going to watch it? And I can get just as much enjoyment out of a $2 or $3 VHS than I could out of this 4K. And so I'm looking forward to it. I'll be picking up the 88 films, but if you want to get your MVD visual, if you're trying to collect that entire line, because I know they number those, then obviously that would probably be a no-brainer for you. But yeah, I think my money's going to go towards the 88 films version for sure. Then this one here, it says you're getting a new 4K 16-bit restoration from the camera negative approved by director Sheldon Leitich. I think I probably butchered that name. HDR presentation of the film, so it looks like no Dolby Vision. And you're getting the original 2-channel audio plus a 5.1 track, which was there before. Previously released Blu-ray edition. Okay, so it did have a Blu-ray back in 2019, but I did not pick that up. And this Blu-ray claims to be region locked. So if you want to access, and that's where most of the features are usually end up, is on those Blu-rays. So if you do import the MVD, which I don't see why you would if 88 Films is putting it out, definitely upgrade and get yourself a region-free Blu-ray player for sure. Because some of these movies I've imported all over the world, and some work no problem. Some need to be switched over to that region B. We got that, and then let's hit up some of these comments. Let's see. So you ever seen that Charlie Sheen movie Beyond the Law? No, but I want to now. The one I'm looking for is Chase or The Chase. That was a super fun movie. It was recommended to me last year. I watched it, And yeah, I want to track it down now. And I don't think it ever got a Blu-ray. It might not have gotten a DVD. I know there's a Laserdisc. I know there's a VHS, and I know it comes up. Like when I mention movies not on the newer formats, that one gets mentioned a lot. So it does have a cult following. And I'm like, I don't know, my memory might be fuzzy, but I'm pretty sure Charlie Sheen's in that one. But yeah, Beyond the Law, yeah, I definitely need to see that one. I do have a VHS somewhere, and I haven't seen it yet. I picked it up like 6 months ago, and I knew I was moving, so like it just got put in a box. And I swear Charlie Sheen's on the cover. I could be wrong on that too, but like it just looked really interesting. Like the actors were familiar enough for me to just blind buy it and just see what for $1. I was like, I'll check it out. I'm pretty sure it's Charlie Sheen though. AKA Fixing the Shadow. Yeah. Oh man. It's like, is that what it was called? Is that what it was called? I don't know. Let's see. I like Double Impact. Yeah, I liked it too. I like it too. If was it called Fixing the Shadow? That's just a weird title, I think. Let's see. Are you getting the 4K second sight Possession? I wasn't able to get the Umbrella version, so I'll be getting this. Yeah, I'll be getting that one as well. It's just I was holding off. We had big purchases to make, moving, like things getting lost in the mail. Like we just bought a washing machine yesterday because our washing machine crapped out right before the move, and then furniture. We need living room furniture. Because our other stuff was like a decade old and had seen better days. So looking at that, and then yeah, just the moving in general is just very expensive and all that. So it's just like I haven't done a lot of purchases, but it is something I do want to grab. So it is high on my list. And then Christmas too. Christmas is right here, so it's just like if I miss out on it, I might miss out on it. But the plan is to grab that one. But there's other things like the things that I haven't gotten that I really wanted to get, like Daybreakers from Umbrella, that big chunky box set. I don't know if I missed out on that one. I probably did. There's a few other things, and then yeah, so yeah, it's just frustrating. But yeah, Possession's high on my list. Again, it's a blind buy. It comes highly recommended. I haven't seen it, so I am looking forward to that as well. Tron Ares 4K Steelbook pre-order is live on Amazon. Yes, it is. It is live, and then as I said, I'm waiting. Sid the Brick just texted me. He's not here today because he's got power outage where he is, so he's not here. But he texted me. He had an extra copy of I think Tron Legacy. I think that's what he said. So I don't have Tron Legacy, and I haven't seen Ares yet. So I'm waiting on the 4Ks for the big box set, and then maybe is there a fourth one coming? I don't know. Like they constantly crank out movies, and if they think it's a cash cow, more is coming out. And so like if I'm expecting a big chunky box set with all the 4Ks in there, whether it's Steelbook or not. And so that's what I had my eye on, but I'm happy with getting the Blu-ray, and I have the Blu-ray of the first one, and I can wait. I can totally wait. But yeah, if you need that Tron Ares, go ahead and pick it up for sure. I'll get the 88 Double Impact 2. MVD only uses LPCM audio, where 88 at least uses DTS HD. Yeah, that's also a good thing to note. Yeah, 88 Films is the way to go, for sure. I don't have too many of the MVD releases. I have like Swamp Thing, and like I have some of those. I have Ghoulies. I have that. I think I only have like one of their 4Ks. So yeah, I'm happier with the 88 Films for sure. See, MVD doesn't have any DV info on Blu-ray.com either, so not sure about that. Yeah, I don't know if there's Dolby Vision, because if they're probably going to use the same master, so I would assume that neither of them have Dolby Vision, which for me doesn't matter. Like I said, with the OLED television, I've been experiencing I've had a better experience watching things without Dolby Vision. Now, some things do look amazing, like old black and white films, because the black levels are so amped up. Black and white films look amazing with the Dolby Vision, but then some other things, like I've had a better experience just turning that feature off. So not a huge deal for me. It used to be a selling point, but I don't think it is anymore. for me at least. I mean, depending on the television you have, I know with my older LCD television, Dolby Vision looked great, but with the OLED, I'm not a big fan. I think the OLED looks amazing, and so yeah, it's one of those. Again, rambling. Sorry guys. Sorry. Just been a long 2 days, and just like nice to sit down and relax and kind of gather my thoughts. And so you're part of that process today, I guess. Just watched Zootopia 2, and definitely better than the first movie in my opinion. Well, I loved the first movie, and my kid loved it, and so looking forward to the second one. And usually it's not that way. Usually sequels are they fizzle out. They're not that great, especially like the Disney stuff. Like Disney used to put all their sequels like straight to VHS because they were never that great. So yeah, I was like, I'm looking forward to it. It was part of her birthday present, even though her birthday has passed. We needed to get settled here, and then we're gonna take her to the theater and do that as a belated birthday present. But yeah, because I think my wife has next week off, and so we'll probably take her at that point. But yeah, good to hear that you liked it and it was better than the first for sure. Let me get rid of this screen. Hold on. Matthew, let's see. I got The Mask from Arrow, and I want TMNT, and I've Lost in Space '98, and there are some Arrow titles I want as well. Oh, there's tons of Arrow titles, and that was a big plus. So in the move, none of my Arrow titles got damaged at all. Awesome. And The Mask, I love that movie. And then TJ said it was like probably his number one 4K of the year. So I'm super stoked about that because that's coming, and then Turtles coming. I have Lost in Space, fantastic. There was another Arrow title that I really wanted to get that I haven't gotten yet. I missed out on. I think I can't think of it now. Swordfish, was it Swordfish? I gotta go through. I don't know if I have Swordfish. I have the regular Blu-ray. I don't know if I have the Arrow version yet. But I know that's one I wanted. I know it is one I wanted if I don't have it. Let's see. Just got Reanimator from Second Sight today. Nice. Reanimator's fun. It's definitely fun. I have my Arrow Blu-ray, Arrow Video Blu-ray. I think I'm fine with that. I think I don't need to upgrade. But I mean, if I didn't have it, the Second Sight would be a no-brainer. Looks awesome. I love the chunky box. You can't go wrong there, in my opinion. Let's see. But yeah, that's a fun film. I have not seen the others. Like, I have not got into any of them. I kind of want to get like Bride of the Reanimator, but I haven't seen it yet. That one, because that one's been on my radar for a long time, that I've just been like hesitant about pulling the trigger on, and Frankenhooker. I mean, schlocky fun films, and I want to get both of those, but I just kind of I've been sleeping on them. I haven't pulled the trigger on either of those. They come up, every now and again as recommendations, but like, I don't know. I don't know if they're me movies. I think like I should have caught that on television when I was a kid. Like, it's one of those types of movies. I don't necessarily know if I needed to spend like $30 and go out and buy the movie. But either way, they're on my radar for sure. Let's see. I'm already seeing Tron collection releases with all three, but all looks like discs in a standard keep case over the thicker case. Oh, I don't know about that then. Not a fan. Yeah, but I can wait. And I don't necessarily mind having three individual movies on the shelf. Huge fan of that. And I'm fairly new into box sets. Like, I've been collecting movies since I was 16, but I've always liked individual sets. But like, as like hitting this microphone, as some of the box sets get bigger and bigger, like Friday the 13th, like, it's just nice to have all of them together. And so like, I probably started buying box sets just a few years ago, really. And yeah, the keep case is not a huge fan. I think that's how they do Rush Hour, the Rush Hour trilogy. And they consider that a box set because it came in like a rigid slip case, and then it has like a keep case, and all three movies are in one Blu-ray case. And not the biggest fan, but at the same time, generally if I'm watching one Rush Hour movie, I'm gonna marathon them, and so like they're all right there. So it is convenient, but yeah, I wouldn't mind. Rivera's 903. I might double dip for Reanimator 4K. I really like that movie. I like the movie too, but I was like, I don't think I love the movie. Like, if we were talking about like another Return of the Living Dead, I love that movie. I think that's like super fantastic, and it's like one of my favorites. And then Linnea Quigley, I don't think you can go wrong. I have her autograph from that movie, so I'm super stoked about that. Yeah, I would totally double dip on that again. But yeah, Reanimator. I think I'm good on my Blu-ray, and like because I think the Blu-ray is good. Like I think it looks sharp. Like I don't think I need that 4K for anything. I mean, if it was like an older, crappier, fuzzy picture, maybe I'd want to upgrade it. But I think I was pretty solid on it. But I mean, I totally get it. There's like so many films that I have that I don't need to double dip, and I do. And it's that connection to the movie, like how much I love it, how much I watch it, maybe a memory from when I was a kid when I watched it, like that type of stuff just sticks with you. And so every movie's different for every person. I get it. See, I want to import the Dollars trilogy, and I do need Conan the Barbarian. Yeah, those are solid films. I still got to get the Dollars trilogy. I held off on that, and I just haven't pulled the trigger yet. But Conan, the Arrow video version, fantastic, super fan, love it, and I have the Destroyer as well. I have both of them. Big fan. And I missed out on those, and then I did end up getting them later. And then the Destroyer, I ended up just getting the Blu-ray, but I paid right around what it would have been if I just picked it up at Barnes and Noble, or I ordered it from Arrow. So I didn't have to overpay for that one. But I did get a little gouged on the first one because I waited so long, and then it was sold out, and then I had to find one on eBay, and I finally found one, and it was open, it was used, like they watched it, but it was in like near mint condition. I didn't see anything wrong with it, and then like I paid like a little bit more, and so it was just like the not pulling the trigger day one tax. I feel like I just got screwed myself, but either way, love that movie. Yeah, and Dollars Trilogy, something I got to pick up for sure. I want Big Trouble in Little China 4K. Disney is holding it up. I was surprised no Shout 4K. Yeah, I was surprised too. But I was like, I'm still happy with my Arrow video version. I watch it regularly. I have the Shout version. I both. I don't know. Maybe did I send one to TJ? I don't know. I sent him some stuff. And I know I sent TJ like a Region B locked Blu-ray, maybe to force him into getting a Region free player finally. But either way, it's all in good fun. But yeah, I did send him that. I don't know if it was one because I think my Big Trouble in Little China might be because it was the UK version, and so it was the UK Arrow version. And I feel that maybe it was maybe that's region locked too because I have both. I have the Shout version, and why would I have the Shout version too? And because I'm pretty sure I bought because there was a time period where I had like I ended up having like 10 or 15 Region B movies in my collection, not able to watch them at all, and then not being able to watch them at all, and then finally pulling the trigger on a region-free player, and Big Trouble was one of those. So I think it has to be because I have the Shout version too, just so I could watch it. But yeah, I love that one. Let's see. I like my Mondo Rush Hour trilogy. Arrow could do a nice set for sure. Is that who put out the Rush Hour trilogy? Was Mondo? Because I have a version of it and I like it. But yeah, Arrow Video chunky box set of all three movies would be dope. Even just the first one would be sick. I don't know. I'm just a sucker for the big chunky boxes. I know that. But yeah, I agree. Yeah, give me something else. Give me some more Rush Hour. Give me some more Jackie Chan. Let's see, what do we got? Then let's see. Go back to things that I'm excited for. Stuff that's coming out. So we have Scream Factory, Shout Factory announcements. Let's see. What do they have? Let's see. Prison on Fire 1 and 2 4K. So that's nice. That's something I haven't seen. Let's see. 1987 and 1991 for the two movies. Yeah. Part of their Hong Kong cinema series. I'm in. Or yeah, Hong Kong Cinema Classics. Yeah, I'm totally in on that one. Again, I don't know if I need it day one, but it's something that's coming out in February. I'm sure that there's not much. Nightcrawler, I enjoy this. I have the Blu-ray. I finally watched it. Really enjoy this. I definitely don't need the Steelbook on it, and I don't know if I need the upgrade on the Blu-ray. Brotherhood of the Wolf is coming out on Steelbook. That's a fun, fantastic movie. TJ sent me that, I think, for my birthday last year. And yeah, that was awesome because I love the movie. I thought it was absolutely fantastic, but I don't need the Steelbook. I'm happy with that. Our Steelbook version of Wrath of Man is coming out. That's one I do have to pick up, and I don't have Child's Play 2 in my collection at all. So I think I'm going to finally pull the trigger on that Chucky Arrow Video yellow box set. I think I'm going to pull the trigger on that finally. But again, I don't need the Steelbook, and I don't know if I love the art at all. I mean, it's a little different, I guess. But yeah, the Hong Kong Cinema series is pretty much the only one that's like really up there on my list. These two movies, so the Prison on Fire and The Big Heat. Yeah, because I say it all the time. I need more of this stuff in my life. So yeah, I'll probably pull the trigger on both of those. Again, I don't know if I need them day one, but high on my list. All the rest, I could wait. What do we have? Let's see. Tron Ares, we've talked about that before. I do think that the artwork on the regular version is fantastic. I'm not loving the Steelbook art. And usually it's the other way around. Usually, I do like the Steelbook art, but I'm not collecting the Steelbooks. But I do think that's absolutely awesome. I wouldn't even mind having that as a movie poster framed up on the wall. And then, let's see what else we got. There was a couple things in here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff in here, but like there's a couple things that I was like super anticipated by. I might finally watch this one, Jacob's Ladder. It's a movie I've never seen, but it's been around forever. I mean, probably I want to say like late 80s, early 90s at least. 1990. 1990 is when that came out, starring Tim Robbins, Danny Aiello, Elizabeth Pena, and Matt Craven. Yeah, it's a movie that not that really flew under my radar. It's just I've not seen it yet, and so I like the artwork on it. I think it's fantastic. Yeah, it's called Classics Line. Studio Canal did it. You're getting some art cards here. Now these are art cards that I don't need. Just seeing the trailer of the movie, kind of getting a vibe for it, and then these art cards. I don't need to frame these up on the wall, but if you love that movie, that stuff's cool because I do always frame my favorite movies when they come with the art cards. I do frame that stuff. Right now, my Legend art cards that came with my Arrow Video Legend set. Yeah, Arrow put that out, right? Yeah, Arrow Video Legend set. I put the art cards in a frame, and then they used to be in my studio, but I don't have a lot of wall space left in my studio now, so now that's down in the living room, and I couldn't be happier because now you get to see it more often. But yeah, this Jacob's Ladder set, I think I might pick it up, but like I said, I don't think I need those art cards. But you're getting a new 4K restoration and new documentary on there. So yeah, that's awesome. Oh, and by Diddler Allert with Adrian Lin, Tim Robbins, and Bruce Joel Rubin. That's nice. That's nice to have people working on the film, having a new documentary. I'm super stoked about that. This one here looks kind of fun. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I don't think I need it, but I also do think I need it. So you got Chuck Wagner, Lauren Landon, Victoria Barrett, and Camilla Sparv. I have no idea what's going on, but America 3000, outrageous post-nuke adventure. I think it's just schlocky B-movie fun that I need in my life. You're getting a new 2K restoration from the Interpositive, new audio commentaries, new interviews. So you're getting Kino Lorber stepping up their game. And adding a lot more of these not documentaries, but new something into it, whether it be the an audio track or these audio commentaries, interviews. And so I am appreciating that Kino Lorber is doing a lot more of that lately. But yeah, I think I'm going to grab this. And let's see, when does this come out? February 24th. Yeah, I think I'm going to grab it. It's probably silly, but I think I need it. And then this one here, Imprint Films did their February announcements, and there's a few on the list that I'm like super excited for. Now, I could easily grab all of these and be happy. All these films interest me in some kind of way, but like the ones that I'm like super interested in is this first one here, High Road to China. One, I absolutely love the artwork on here. I think that's absolutely fantastic, and it's like everything's there. You got the big heads, you got the stuff, but it's just I think the artwork. I think they nailed it with this one. And I don't know, it's intriguing. I like it. So I'm gonna blind watch that one for sure. 1983, I do love Imprint and some of these older films. I've been a very big fan of these like Saturday afternoon watches, and I think that's gonna be no different. Oh, and I was gonna say this guy looks like Tom Selleck. It is Tom Selleck. So Tom Selleck movie, yeah, I'm definitely in there. But then this one has been on my radar for a very long time, and I almost picked up the Blu-ray or DVD or something. I saw this version. I saw this movie on some format somewhere, and it's been on my radar for a while. It might have been in my Amazon cart for a little bit, but Target from 1985. You got Matt Dillon, Gene Hackman. One, I think both actors are fantastic, and it's a movie I've never seen, but it's been on my radar for a little bit. So that one I'm going to be picking up for sure. And then Hard Country. This one I think has been put out a few times. So I don't know. I don't know what it's about, but I feel like I remember this. So I want to get that one. It came out in 1981. And let's see. What does it say? Kyle Richardson has a boring job in a chain link fence factory and cuts loose on the weekends with his friends at the local bar. Eventually, his girlfriend Jody gets tired of Kyle's carousing and gives him the ultimatum. Okay, so it's like a drama movie, like a kind of Western date night drama movie. I like those. I'll watch that. And then Against All Odds, this has been put out before. It's been on my radar for a little bit as well. Cross Creek, this is new to me. And then Richard Gere and King David. That's also been on my radar. So easily could pick up all those and be happy. So there's that. And then what else was like super impotent? So this one here, this complete series, Falling Skies, I didn't think I was into this. Now somebody has recommended this to me, and I trust their opinion. I'll give it a shot. But you have Steven Spielberg produced this, starring Noah Wyle. Falling Skies, the complete series, putting out by Warner Brothers, and that's what I was just talking about earlier. Like, it is very unfortunate if one of these companies buys up Warner Brothers and then all this stuff just kind of goes away. They're putting out stuff on Blu-ray where other companies aren't. Other companies are holding it for their streaming services, and this was a TNT TV show put up by Warner Brothers, and I would easily pick that up for sure. Let's see. Well, so it comes out. When does this come out? January. Yeah. I could pick that up. Pre-order price is $99, so I'm thinking like $80 easy on that. I mean, I don't know if I would wait for a sale, but I think I want to pick that one up. It's been recommended to me quite a bit actually. All right, let's see. Put it this way. What do we got? Warner Brothers put out Rush Hour with Mondo doing the artwork. I think that's the version I have. I can see. Let's see what else. Let's see. Oh, damn this microphone. Rush. Yeah, is this it? If that's the one you're talking about, that's the version I have, and I have the slipcover on it because I know like right before Best Buy stopped selling movies in stores, they were still selling this version of it without the slipcover. And I mean, not that I care about that stuff usually, but it's a slip box. I like the rigid, hard slip boxes. I like that. And so, yeah, I have that version. I like it. But it's just, again, it's like it comes in that tiny little Blu-ray case, and I don't love those. But like I said, if I'm watching one of these Rush Hour movies, I'm watching all three. And I heard rumors. I don't know how true it is, but I heard rumors on a Rush Hour 4. But last I heard, like Jackie Chan didn't really love working on these Rush Hour movies, and that's why like to get him to do the third one, I think they gave him like exclusive rights to it or distribution rights in China or something. They gave him like a huge deal to do the third one. And so like I don't know. I think the rumors on the fourth one, I don't know how true they are because like I said, he wasn't really thrilled about the third one. All right, let's see. That on stream. What do we got here? Steve Kostansky's Deathstalker. Nice. Yeah, I gotta check that one out too. That's number one Arrow release. I don't care much for. Chucky is one of my favorites, but that set doesn't have the first one in 4K. The art doesn't line up, and on the lid end of the case. Oh, I've seen some of that, but I've seen like I don't know if I guess they didn't fix it, but I've seen some people show off that box where it did line up. So I was like, I think it was like a luck of the draw kind of thing. But I have the first one on 4K. Maybe I don't. Maybe I should have it on Blu-ray. But I have the first Chucky, and then I have oh no, I have the first Child's Play on Blu-ray. I have Bride of Chucky on 4K, and that's it. I don't have any other Child's Play movies, and I haven't seen any of them since I was a kid, other than the newer ones that have been released in theaters recently. I've seen those, but yeah, all those other old ones I've not revisited, and so I'd like to get like some kind of cohesive thing, but I don't know. Oh man, yeah, you reminded me that they didn't line up. I don't know. I've seen some that did, so I don't know. I don't know. It's frustrating. Maybe I'll just get each one individually. Maybe I'll do that. I think you twisted my arm. Thank you. Jacob's Ladder is very good, well worth a watch. Yeah, it's been on my radar for a long time. I know I've been needing to watch it, so I think I'm just going to pick that one up for sure. But yeah, thanks for that too. I want Excalibur 4K Arrow. Then Criterion is doing Captain Blood and His Girl Friday. Yeah, I'm super stoked about that. His Girl Friday is great. Captain Blood, I still have. I need to see that one, but I'm just gonna grab it. So I'm stoked about that. And then Excalibur, yeah, that's also high on my list. I was super stoked when they announced that one because I didn't have that. I just in all those old sword and sorcerer fantasy films, that's one of the few that I need to get. You can watch Falling Skies. Oh yeah, okay, all right, brother. All right, well, yeah, I gotta hook up all my stuff too, but yeah, I will. I'll check it out. I mean, that might be better for me too. But yeah, I'll check it out. Oh, and then that with having the more stable internet, I'm super stoked about that because I'm gonna actually have the like this spot. Like it's weird. Like this is like built-in desk, and then like my laundry room's like right here. So my laundry room's right here, and I guess like when we were moving in, the lady's like, "You can put your computer here, but like everyone uses this to fold laundry." I'm like, Plex server. I can put the Plex server here, sit up here, like have it all situated, and like have it plugged in, hardwired into the router and all this stuff. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do that for sure. Yeah, I still gotta get that hooked up. I did get it out of the box. It's sitting on the floor, and I got the other computer here, but yeah, I just haven't done that yet. But yeah, I will. And that's the thing. So the downstairs TV's hooked up. Speakers are kind of where I want them to be, and then I have 15-foot high cathedral ceiling in my living room, and on one side is windows, and then the other side is open wall. So it's like half wall. It goes up halfway, and then there's like almost like a cutout into the next room, which is like this weird odd room, and it's where we stuck some fancy furniture and the Christmas tree. But like that's where I normally put my speakers. So now I have to do something different, and then I'm probably going to pick up another pair of LM1s, the Bowers and Wilkins LM1s. That's what I use for my Atmos because they mount to the ceiling very nice, and then they're timber matched to the rest of my Bowers and Wilkins system. So it all just sounds very cohesive, and then they mount on the wall or the ceiling, and then they angle really nicely. And so they're wonderful speakers. And so I already have 2 pair of those for my Atmos setup, and so I'm going to get another pair so I can actually do my surround setup and have it different. So everything's going to basically be down firing because I don't have a viable way to put them where like the best possible solution, like behind me, like on the, it's just, there's a whole setup process, and so I have to finagle that. So that's the one disappointing thing. Like I'm super stoked about like this new place, bigger room, living room, great, love it, and then TV's hooked up, but the surround sound isn't yet, and so not that I'm dreading, but like I haven't really wanted to watch some of the Blu-rays downstairs so far. And I mean, we've only really had our stuff for 2 days, and so it's like it hasn't been the thing. But like I've been watching a lot of YouTube downstairs and like stuff, just kind of playing in the background and not really paying attention to what was going on. But yeah, that's something I need to figure out, my surround sound. And then this room too. Like I've got surround sound for the studio, but then I don't know how I'm gonna hook it up because I had to have more shelves and stuff. So like, yeah, that's another thing. Got to figure it all out. But yeah, I will. I'll get that all hooked up. Arthur, did you ever watch the Tom Selleck movie Runway? Which yes, I have it. I have it on VHS from Kiss. The movie was wild, heat-seeking bullets. Yeah, that's a super fun movie. I have it on VHS. I love that film. And there's a fun fact about that. It was 'cause I used to do this series like way back when I first started on YouTube, and I deleted all those videos because it's just they were horrible. But because I do 80s movie day every weekend, and so like sometimes we were doing it on Saturdays, then sometimes we switched to Sunday, and it just depended. But every weekend we do 80s movie day, and we would come up to the studio. We'd pick a movie like we were at the video rental store, and so my wife, myself, my daughter. So we'd have 3 movies and we'd do the marathon. And then Monday, I would do a video. It was like it was the 80s movie day review. And so these older movies that we were watching, and I've seen most of them. So like very rarely was it like a new thing to me, but I was reviewing these old movies. And in that was Runway. And there was this fun fact. So there was this cop tried to not arrest Gene Simmons, but like try to kick him off the set because he thought he was like just a guy. Like he didn't realize, he didn't know who he was, obviously without the makeup, and then 2, he was like, there was something about him like being menacing or being like weird. Like the cops like red flags went off, and like to them trying to say no, he really is like part of the movie. Like the cop didn't believe it. I thought that was fun. Yep. The Warner Brothers release with Mondo Art. Yeah. I have that version. Yeah, I like that. Slipbox Rush Hour was decent for studio release. Yes, it was for sure. And as you know, I'm not a huge fan of the slip covers and all that stuff. I do like the slip boxes. I think that's the only reason I kept it. All like most of my slip covers went in trash, but I did keep that one. They've been trying to make 4 forever since they finished 3. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I just keep hearing those rumors, and I was like, I just think that's wishful thinking more than reality. Let's see. Oh yeah, we got that. And then yes, Trump requested Rush Hour for the deal was back channeled. Oh wow. 4-4. Oh, okay. Nice. I'd watch 4. I like those Rush Hour movies. I really do. And I was like, those are super fun. I don't find them schlocky at all. I just think they're really fun. Great weekend watches for sure. But yeah, like I like them all. I like them all. I don't know, that whole combination, like Chris Tucker's banter with Jackie Chan. Like I think it just works so good. And there's so many movies today that they try to do that kind of banter, and not every actor can pull it off. There's some great ones, and you know some people that are better at it. But like I don't know when like John Cena tries to do the banter, I'm not really into it. But like Mark Wahlberg can pull that banter off. Shia LaBeouf can pull that banter off, and I think that just is super fun. And so it just works. Chris Tucker works, and then Jackie Chan is so opposite. I think it's perfect trilogy there. I wanted another Shanghai Nights or Shanghai Noon. Those are 2 movies I don't have in the collection at all, and I have to get them. And then Eric, I'm pretty sure it was Eric, my friend in Australia, was talking about both of those, and just the other day. So yeah, I do have to get those both on some kind of movie, some kind of format. Yeah, it's been a while since I've revisited those. I kind of think I like Shanghai Nights better. Like the first one, I think they're both fun, but I think I love the first one. But I don't know why I don't own those movies. Let's see, Mount Chucky box lines up, and it's overall nice. Yeah, see, I've seen some of those Chucky boxes line up, but I've saw like horror stories, like when it first got released, all the YouTube unboxings of people having those, and I held off on that one because I don't know why. I think it was the way. I don't know. I don't remember if it's the way they were like in the box, like they might have been in sleeves or something. There was something about it where they were in the box where I just kind of like, maybe I won't get it. But I think I want to get it now. So I don't know. But yeah, if it lines up, yeah, great. But yeah, see, I should have just assumed it was my. How about Rumble in the Bronx 4K? They will never do it, will they? I'm surprised they did Super Cop. Yeah, I was like, and not that they'll never do it. I think there's a lot the studios have to do. There's stuff that maybe it can't get restored, maybe it's lost, like that type of stuff, and so they're just kind of quiet about it. There's no real information of what they have, what they don't have, what they're working on. Like we just kind of hear stuff. We hear bits and rumors sometimes, and we're hopeful. But then at the same time, I think the studios are relying on us, like people, like myself, like people on YouTube talking about these things because I've seen other YouTubers talking about certain movies or whatever, and then all of a sudden, boom! Now we're getting it. Now we're getting it, and like we weren't. It was silent, and then some of the movies like never had a Blu-ray at all, and then all of a sudden we're getting a 4K because it's being talked about in the community. So I think there might be some of that. I mean, it's not 100%, but like I think there's some of that where the studios are listening to social media and maybe that's what they're doing. But then at the same time, I don't know what they have and what they don't have. And then there's been a long history. Like there was a fire that like took out like tons and tons of like movies before, and like they were quiet about it. They never said anything about it. Or not movies, masters for music masters, and like hundreds of like thousands of songs gone. And the record company never said a word. They didn't tell anybody. They just faked it. And so like are we in that kind of situation with some of these movies? Are they deteriorated? Are they just gone and then we're just never going to hear about it? But yeah, Rumble in the Bronx, I would pick it up. I would definitely pick it up for sure. I saw that in the theaters when it came out, and then a few years later I saw it again, and I was like, I don't know if this holds up. But I think so much time has passed. I think not my nostalgia would kick in, but like fun. I just think it's a fun, goofy movie that I would enjoy now. They did want to make Shanghai Dawn, but much like Rush Hour 4, never happened so far. But yeah, I would watch it. I would definitely watch it. And again, I think was that one of the Luke Wilson or Owen, whatever Wilson brothers in that one. Owen, I think it's Owen. Him and Jackie Chan. I think it's a great combination for sure. See, Rumble is Warner Brothers. They hold the rights to quite a few very wanted Hong Kong titles. Sadly, yeah, yeah, it's sad, especially if we never get that stuff. And Rumble we have on Blu-ray is only a U.S. cut version, not the full movie. And see, that's the only version I ever saw. So yeah, I would watch more. I'd watch the other cut. Yeah, oh man, it's frustrating. All right, let's see. Let's go back to here. Let's see. I think there was something else I was like super. Oh, this one. So this was recommended to me. Now there's he goes by Your Name Here. Great guy. Always give me awesome recommendations. Pretty much in any video I put out and I talk about things, he gives me a ton of recommendations of movies to watch. I really can't keep up with like the amount that he tells me to watch, but I try. I definitely try. And so this one, when I was laid up last year or earlier this year, and I was sick. I ordered this and it was on DVD. So Hanky Panky, Gene Wilder, Gilda Radner. I thought it was super fun. It's coming to Blu-ray finally. This was one of the ones that was stuck on DVD. I picked it up super cheap. I had a lot of fun with it. I think this is a high recommend. It's a goofy movie, like but it's fun. I think it's absolutely fun, and if you like those types, I would definitely pick this up for sure. On the Run, Falling in Love, Up to Their Necks in Funny Business. So he's wrongly accused of murder, and then they got to figure it out, and then she gets involved with him, and then they're on the run together, but neither of them did anything wrong, and I think it's fun, and so yeah, that one high recommend. That's going to be an easy day one pickup for me. And who's it putting this out? Mill Creek. I don't have too many Mill Creek stuff, but I would pick this up. I don't think I would pick it up for the $28, but yeah, definitely picking this one up. I do like that movie. I have the DVD. And I think the DVD was also like not a great copy either. Like it was, I think, poor quality, or maybe it was a manufacturer on demand disc. It was one of those things. I got it from Amazon, but I kind of vaguely remember that. But yeah, I would pick up that Blu-ray for sure. So that's anticipated, and I think that was really it. Oh, and this Laurel and Hardy. Flicker Alley, first look at the new restoration of Big Business from Laurel and Hardy, Year 3 Blu-ray. I do have to pick up Year 1 and Year 2, but I also want to pick up Year 3. So I do have to get those. I do like Laurel and Hardy. I just haven't, I don't know why I didn't pick up the other ones so far. But another reason why I hate everything being online and not seeing stuff in stores, like it's easy to forget about some of this stuff. And with the collection that I have, like trying to watch everything and then add more stuff, like sometimes stuff gets put in the on the back burner and then forgot about. And I definitely have forgotten about these Laurel and Hardy movies. And the few Laurel and Hardy movies that I have are all on VHS. And so, yeah, upgrading to DVD or Blu-ray would be a nice, obviously Blu-ray would be best, but I would definitely take some DVDs too. So yeah, I think that was it. It was all the things that I was excited for, things that I'm anticipating. I don't know what you guys are anticipating. I don't know what I'm going to watch today. I'm definitely going to watch something, but definitely let me know what you guys are going to be watching this weekend. I rounded out my trip. So from Virginia to here to Colorado, and I made stops along the way. So I did some pickups, but like some of the stuff I either forgot to record or it was like I just happened to be in a random place that I did not expect to find movies, and so I didn't bring my phone or my camera to record, and so I did pick up stuff along the way. But I got stuff in Virginia, stuff in Kansas. I don't know where else we were. I recorded some. West Virginia, we were there, and so I picked up movies along the way. A lot of VHS, some DVDs, but then just yesterday here in Colorado to round out that trip of movie hunting. And I'll put the video together, and like I'll do some voiceovers. Like I got some footage, but not a ton, and I'll do that whole cross country trip collection, everything everything I picked up. And so I did pick up some laser discs yesterday, so I was super stoked about that. Some Blu-rays, some stuff that I didn't have in the collection, and most everything. Nothing was like crazy impressive, but there was a few things that I had on my radar, or I thought, like I remember like yesterday I was in this like giant antique mall and had no idea that I'd be finding like movies. And I was in the basement and no cell phone service, so I couldn't check if it had it. But there was one movie in particular that I like swear was like stuck on DVD, kind of hard to find. Like I'm sure you can probably find it on eBay, but like I think it's kind of hard to find, and then or out of print. And I found it. I found it there, and I was like, oh, I gotta take this home. So yeah, so I got that. I got to work on that video. But like I said, I've just been too busy on packing and all that stuff. So the videos will be coming, and like I said, anybody that emailed me, anybody that tried to get in contact with me throughout the this move and this trip, I will try to respond to all that stuff, and I wasn't ignoring you or anything like that, because I know some people like, might get up in their feelings and thinking I'm just like ignoring you, but I'm not. I'm just been busy. But anyway, with that, I think we're gonna probably end it here, and then because I still got a lot of stuff to do, and then we have to go get the oil change today, and leave the house again. We have that, but let me head up these last chats, and then I'll probably catch you guys later. Let's see. Hanky Panky 1982 is on YouTube to watch for free. Yeah, it's super fun. I do like that one. I would, watch it for free. Check it out first. If you like it, pick up the Blu-ray. But I'll be picking up that Blu-ray for sure. Why hasn't Flicker Alley MoMA done Mark of Zorro with Douglas Fairbanks on Blu-ray? I don't know. I mean, why haven't any of these companies put out some awesome things? It's most of the time I find when I start doing some digging, why it's there. The two things that always come up, it's either they didn't realize that people wanted it, so they don't think there's an audience for it, and so other things become priority, or they don't know that they have it. Like it's one of those things. And so that's the main thing there. But then the other thing that comes up all the time is rights issues. So music rights issues is like the biggest thing why a lot of movies just haven't come out yet, because it's the studio not having to pay the artist, again, for something they already paid for to re-release it. And then a lot of times they're probably asking more money. It's a fight. It's a thing. It's why a lot of TV shows are stuck. We just haven't got them, and like it's just frustrating. Or when they do release it, they change out all the music, and so it's not the original. And I don't necessarily think it changes the show. Because I've seen stuff where like I remember watching it when I was a kid, and then I've seen like the later like release on DVD, and it's different music, and I had no clue. But then there's like people on the internet that are like up in arms, and I'm not saying they're wrong. Like I get it. Like I hate when they change stuff, but I had no clue. And they're like, oh, it's not the original audio, and I'm like, how do you remember that from 30 years ago? Something that was on television. Because like 30 years ago, you weren't owning this. Usually, I mean, I'm sure there was definitely some stuff you could buy TV shows on VHS, but not all of them. I mean, to put an entire complete collection, complete series on VHS would be a massive VHS box set. But they would put out that stuff, but not all the time. And I'm like, how do you remember from 30 years ago the certain soundtracks and music? But yeah, there's people like, whole Reddit forums dedicated to it and stuff. So yeah, I get it. But yeah. Right, those are the two main things that I always find when I start digging into why this hasn't come about. But yeah, there's a lot of great movies that are just we're waiting for. And then have a great afternoon. All right, brother. All right. Yeah. Well, remember to watch a movie today, and I'll catch you guys next time.
As far back as I can remember, I always wanted to be a gangster.
Oh, don't give me a pat. That's fine.